Here's some rare good news. Tech companies are actually starting to fight anti-vaccination propaganda.
The Greater Good is a documentary challenging the scientific consensus that vaccines are safe. It's one of at least 5 films that Amazon apparently pulled from its popular streaming video service. Facebook has pledged to reduce the ranking of pages that spread misinformation about vaccines. Google says it's reducing recommendations of content that can misinform users in harmful ways. And Pinterest stopped serving results for searches related to vaccines.
Sadly, Pinterest has not stopped serving results for DIY tampons, full of designs that will toxic shock yourself. Unfortunately, the anti-vax movement has been spreading faster than Legionnaire's disease at the Playboy Mansion. The percentage of unvaccinated children has quadrupled since 2001, and the World Health Organization has listed vaccine hesitancy as a top 10 threat to global health, right below telling a woman to smile. Anti-vaxxing propaganda grew out of one now debunked and fraudulent study in 1998 by a doctor who subsequently lost his license. From those humble beginnings, the anti-vax movement exploded with the help of the internet, well-funded anti-vax groups, and hamburger bride Jenny McCarthy. It is dumb to form medical opinions on a false study by an unlicensed doctor. It's even dumber to take medical advice from someone who couldn't even figure out the masked singer unicorn was Tori Spelling. So, once more for the anti-vaxxers in the back, vaccines do not cause autism. Thank you. And also, don't treat autistic people like their existence is worse than a pandemic. Whether anti-vaxxers fear side effects, resent government involvement, or downright believe and spread conspiracies, the biggest problem is a failure to understand that vaccines are a public health issue.
Do I believe that I'm causing harm by not vaccinating my child? No, I don't. Because if the vaccines work, who am I putting at risk?
So let's talk about that. If your child gets pertussis by not getting the vaccine, and your child passes it on to a delicate newborn,
I really don't believe it. I feel like first of all, I feel like it would be responsible to then quarantine my child and not expose them to other, potentially fragile populations.
a lot of diseases are transmitted before you even know you're sick.
It's true. Like when I got pink eye, I just thought my eye was making its own pussy hat. Hashtag resist. We are seeing the impact of anti-vax beliefs now. So far in 2019, measles cases have been reported in 15 states with 6 outbreaks and 3 states declaring a state of emergency. It's important to note, measles is one of the leading causes of death in children worldwide and was fully eliminated in the United States in 2000. But now there are outbreaks, and if vaccination percentages dip much more, herd immunity could end and vaccinations would be rendered far less effective. Despite the reality of what happens when children contract these diseases, there are anti-vax bills proposed in 20 states and almost 500 anti-vaccination websites. On the other side, there are simply studies from the CDC and World Health Organization whose reach and sway is often dwarfed by that of the anti-vax lobby. And who are you going to believe? Leading authorities on medical science or 800 memes on your cousin's Facebook page? Of all the incredible scientific achievements in human history, electricity, space travel, mood rings, vaccines are one of the most incredible. To keep our children from dying unnecessary, painful deaths while positively contributing to the overall well-being of society is the absolute definition of a win-win situation. There is a ray of hope in all of this. While many anti-vaxxers will never accept facts, their children, the same children who are currently at risk of diseases we've never seen outside of Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, just might, like Ethan Lindenberger, who got himself vaccinated when his parents would not. He told his story to the Senate and also to me. Take a look. You rebel. Look at you. When did you first learn that you had not been vaccinated?
It was like a thing where my mom would talk very vocally about how she thought vaccines were very, very bad. She would talk about how they cause autism and brain damage, and probably like 15, 16, 17, I started pursuing that research and even confronting my mom with it. So I remember going to her with CDC articles saying vaccines do not cause autism. And she was like, that's what they want you to think. That's not true.
Okay, and who did you turn to?
So I turned to Reddit when I was back in November and asked about getting vaccinated without my mom's consent or approval.
Okay.
And everyone's responses were extremely supportive.
Sorry, people on Reddit gave you good advice.
Great advice, actually.
Like Reddit?
Yes.
The USA Today of white supremacy? That Reddit?
It just depends on where you go.
So in this case, teens rebelling against their parents is actually a good thing.
Yeah, you could say that. You could say that.
Like in Riverdale.
I don't know if that's necessarily
Too
the
late.
same.
I did it. The teens are here.
Hey, Sam.
Oh my God, Archie, are you hurt?
The opposite, actually. I got vaccinated.
Vaccinated? I don't do that stuff. My parents don't approve.
I looked online and realized I didn't want to die from tuberculosis. I would rather die in a more normal way, by a cult.
Wow, you make vaccination sound so cool. Maybe it is bad to get diseases from the Middle Ages.
Just another day in full Fronterdale. Archie and Sam finally know the truth about vaccinations. Just hope everyone else opens their eyes before it's too late.
You know we can hear you, right?
Sam,
Mom.
I heard you've been getting wrapped up in vax talk, Samantha.
How could you not tell me that vaccinations are good for me?
Don't disrespect me.
Too late.
How could you do this to me?
Moms, right?
Wow, so I guess getting vaccinated is cool.
Rebelling against your parents to make sure you don't get tetanus is hard.
Now let's go out there and win that football game singing competition.
Well, this is pretty cool, right?
Haven't I been through enough?
You loved it, Ethan. I don't think they know I'm 50. Be like Ethan, kids. We'll be right back.